Good morning, this is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
Thursday marked day 4 of a Sioux Falls murder trial.
Dylan Farmer is charged with first and second degree murder in the death of Casey Schaefer. Thursday in court, jury members were shown autopsy photos.
The autopsy report showed 3 gunshot wounds to Schaefer's head, 1 to his right arm and 1 to the back.
The defense also called a fingerprint expert to the stand who said no prints were found on any of the evidence collected at the scene.
You can read more about the trial and Thursday's testimony in a KELOLAND.com original by Michael Dorn.
Charges are pending for the 15-year-old driver involved in a deadly crash near Sturgis High School.
Officials say a pickup was driving on school grounds on Sunday when the driver tried to turn into a gravel lot, and then the truck slid and rolled. 4 teenagers in the bed of the pickup were thrown.
3 14-year-old boys suffered minor injuries. A 15-year-old has died from his injuries. Officials have not released his name.
As players on the University of Sioux Falls baseball team prepare for their upcoming games, they said it was hard not to be thinking about Wednesday's deadly crash in Iowa.
It involved a charter bus carrying 33 people, including members of the Iowa Lakes Community College baseball team. Carter Johnson, a freshman from Rapid City, was killed in the crash. Several others were hurt.
USF baseball players like senior Logan Anderson were shocked to hear the news, and it's changed the team's mindset heading into their next game.
We're not going to take it for granted, knowing that everything can change so quickly and that it does kind of hit close to home. Just being able to go out there and play together as a team, as a group of brothers, as a group of friends every day, like it's all going to be, it's a little bit more impactful to us now.
According to a social media post, when Carter Johnson was younger, he played for Post 22 baseball in Rapid City.
Now let's get a check of your weather with meteorologist Scott Munn. Good morning, Scott.
All right, good morning, Travis. Good morning, everybody. Another warm day today. Temperatures well above average, 50s and 60s for afternoon highs. This will happen with mostly sunny conditions and light winds. Near 60 today in Sioux Falls at 58. 59 is the record. 60 in Mitchell, 63 in Lake Andes, 61 in Rosebud. We have 58 for Pierre, 53 Aberdeen, and 58 in Rapid City. Brian will have more details on your forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. It's the hours leading up to the most important day on the calendar in the flower industry, Valentine's Day.
The flour mill in Sioux Falls has more than 20 designers and another 20 delivery drivers on the clock and will handle nearly 8,000 roses in the weeks before Valentine's Day.
And that's not where the bouquets end.
A lot of times people are mixing it up these days. We're doing a lot of combinations of like lilies, tulips, roses, more garden style arrangements, but still the most popular is red roses, of course.
If you tend to procrastinate, the flour mill will be open extended hours on Valentine's Day tomorrow, 8:30 to 5:30, and we'll still be taking orders.
We provided a link with a list of arrangement options under this story on KELOLAND.com.
Valentine's Day is one of the more popular days of the year, and Rome Kitchen in Sioux Falls is no different.
That's why people who don't already have a reservation may be out of luck.
If you don't have a reservation, it's going to be either a long wait or walk in and sit up at the bar.
Stoll says that people may still be able to come in for lunch or a late night dinner, but anytime from 3 to 9 is booked.
A Sioux Falls cyclist just celebrated a decade of riding his bike to work every day.
When Terry Mashik's son started to drive, it was just another incentive for him to bike.
I gave my truck to him, more or less, and so at that point, that was in 2018, and at that point I had no other choice but to ride to work if I wanted to get to work.
Mashik has biked to work for nearly 2,300 days.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get another check of our weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, good weather for biking. I tell you what, temperatures this weekend, record or near record levels. We've got today's forecast there around 57 or 58 by 3 p.m. Lots of sunshine in Sioux Falls. A lot of sunshine elsewhere, too. Pretty light winds to go with that. So take it in. And if you have a lot on your plate today and you can't be outside much, maybe it works out better tomorrow. And we're expecting more of that into the weekend. There's your Friday forecast this afternoon. Again, upper 50s to low 60s in Mitchell and Winter and Chamberlain. Looks like Rapid City, too, very close to 60 degrees. Outlook tonight, a few high clouds will move in from the south. That'll be kind of how we start the morning here on the weather south of Sioux Falls, but will that impact us a lot? I just don't see that happening. I think that's a temporary cloud deck, and it'll probably be those high, thin cirrus clouds. So with the assumption of some sunshine and a little breeze, we'll be around 60 degrees tomorrow in Sioux Falls. And maybe just a hair cooler in the northeast, but overall very mild. Sunday, a southwest wind will increase, and that will be a driver behind the temperature forecast, which will go up, but also the grassland fire danger index will also go up. So keep that in mind. Monday, can that be another mild day? Absolutely, but a little change in the wind. And the clouds are thickening going into Tuesday. We could see some moisture on radar. We're watching a low pressure center moving into the northern plains by Tuesday, Wednesday. And stay tuned for updates on that. That's an interesting map. You notice the 60s south of Sioux Falls. You notice the 40s in the northeast and a little bit of the change over the precipitation. And I think that's a work in progress there toward the tail end of the 7-day. In fact, that's where we want to land right now on that forecast. You see those numbers into the 60s until about Tuesday. And that's kind of a breakoff point where this thing could begin to break down. And as that happens, we're going to allow some wind out of the northwest behind that low. Right now, and we've been saying this, the best chance of snow is in North Dakota and into central Minnesota. But Aberdeen could be kind of tossed into some of that. This is the first system. There's another one that's probably going to get here after the 7-day. So I'm here to tell you, yep, if you like these nice, quiet weather days, you take them in now. Yeah, it's not going to last. It'll likely break down even Rapid City and the Black Hills, some chances of rain and maybe a little snow there by Tuesday or Wednesday. Check out more details at KEVOLAND.com.